How's she going, my son? And for the VODers in the future, welcome to another stream recording of me playing a little bit of World of Warcraft Ascension. I've gotten another character to level 60. I might show them off at some point. I've got 3 of them now. But I'm not huge on the raiding, and I don't have like a really dedicated guild for doing that kind of thing yet, so I don't have a lot to do at 60 that I want to be doing. So I thought I'd roll another character, because it's fun. That's most of the fun for me on this server, is just finding the random combinations of abilities and seeing what I can do with them. But anyway, let's begin. Nope. That's a big nope. I mean, plausible, but I've already had a fire mage character. No. Hopefully the rolling won't take too long. I wanted you guys to see it just because it is part of the process. Okay, we've got Hunter Pet, but like no attack of our own, which is not really ideal. Wrath or Lightning Bolt. Which means we either are like straight Shaman or Moonkin. Which is admittedly specs I've not done yet. Thing is, with Lightning Bolt, you kind of want Earthshock. That's a dud. Drain Soul and Wrath. And Righteous Fury. Rend is kind of a dud. I mean, if I get, like, Arcane Explosion or some shit, I could totally be, like, a Moonkin tank. Although, does Moonkin have a negative threat caused on it? Cloth leather armor up, damage taken while stunned down. Threat reduced by 15. Never mind. Can't really do that. I mean, I could have Moonkin with, like, summoned demons, because Drain Soul lets that start rolling, which is interesting. Nah. Try again. Nope. Okay, again, Hunter Pet, no ability of my own to attack. Alright, Imp, Earthshock. Not really. Nope. Oh, hello, we started with a Voidwalker. Okay. So that's interesting. So we have a soul shard generating ability and a demon that needs it. We have 1 damage over time effect and Victory Rush as our only other attack. And that doesn't really work. Defensive stance, Rend. Not really. Alright, well, there's Drain Soul again as our only attack, which is kind of poopy. Because what, 16 over 15 is what, 2 DPS? It's... no. Not nearly good enough. Okay, well here's like a really good melee character start, but I already have 2 of those, I don't need another one. Arcane Missiles. That's a spec I have wanted to try, but... not enough in the rest of the package to really make it worth my time. There's Missiles again. Life Tap is nice. Not really. Oh boy, Lesser Heal. Screw that. Nope. Again, we keep getting the Hunter Pet with like no ability to freaking do anything ourselves. Nope. Nope. Overpower. Doesn't seem very good though. Okay, Shadow Bolt and Fireball. Is there any play between those? I don't think so. No. Yeah, it doesn't look like there is any play between the two. Shame. No. Nope. got bear form. That's admittedly something I wouldn't mind having, but you really want to roll it first, and then have a chance of rolling maul or swipe. That's about the only thing that makes it worth taking, because you could end up with bear form and then for the next 59 levels not get anything you can use in the form. So it's not really ideal. There's lightning bolt again. But no... bunch of melee abilities and arcane missiles doesn't really work. No. Nope. Nope. Moonfire. You know, this might be takeable if that was arcane missiles, but it is not, sadly. Nope. Nope. Well, Frostbolt is a spec. Not a very interesting one, though, because you literally just cast Frostbolt over and over and over and over and over again. Yeah. Missiles again. Man, not getting any winners. Moonfire. Practically a druid. Druid, shaman. Missiles. Fucking blood rage. Yeah, no thanks. Conjure food and water. Oh, we got Sinister Strike and Eviscerate though, man. That's like, that's kind of ideal, but like, I don't want to play that again. No. Nope. Nope. No. Fucking Shadow Bolt bear form. No. Nope. Now there's Wrath again. Along with Immolate. Which isn't terrible, but like... There's the freaking Druid Warlock combo again. Along with two abilities that really won't have any play. Jeez. Sneaky tank. No, that's not gonna work. Work. Oh, there's a healer. Nope. Arcane Shot, Moonfire, Wrath. Again, I mean, two Druid things here. And I mean, this can just be turned on. You can include that. I mean, that's not a terrible start. Plus, the arcane damage, don't quote me on this, but I think the arcane damage on Arcane Shot would be boosted by any generic arcane damage boosts in the balance tree, which there should be a few of. A lot of them are calling out abilities by name. Balance power, Boomkin. No, that just makes Wrath and Starfire better. I see. Attacks done to you while in Moonkin form have a upwards of 15% chance to cause you to go into a frenzy, giving you your arcane and nature damage, so that would affect Arcane Shot. Wrath and Starfire spells have a 100% chance to apply Earth and Moon. Increases spell damage taken by 4 on the target, and increases your arcane and nature damage. Okay. So we have, like, some play with having Boomkin form. And then, like, is there any marksmanship things I mean, if I get, like, any stings, they do nature damage, because poison is nature damage. As weird as that seems. Because it's like, in World of Warcraft, on the one hand, poison damage is nature, but so is lightning. Those two things could not be further apart. Never understood that. Arcane shot. Oh, that's interesting. Aimed, steady, arcane, and chimera shots, or your crits, cause target to bleed. Okay. Work. Damage with auto shot. 80% weapon as nature. Okay, there is some play here. Only thing is, I don't have auto shot. If this was auto shot, I'd consider doing this. But for now, I think I'm just going to keep rolling. Nope. Nope. Defensive stance and a pet. That seems to be a little counterintuitive. No. Missiles, fireball. Well, that is a spec, as is smite on its own. Like, that's a lot of potential. Because, what is it? You go to Arcane Mage. Your Arcane Blast and Starfire have a chance, and your Arcane Barrage, Fireball, Frostbolt, Frost Firebolt, and Moonfire have a chance to reduce the channel of your next missiles. So you either build around Fireball and getting missiles, or Smite, which is just kind of a build in and of itself. But if I'm doing the Smite build, I would kind of want better things in these other slots. Plus, this is completely useless for it. This is actually useless for a lot of classes. This literally only helps other hunters, which is kind of dumb, but what can you do? Missiles again. Got backstab. That's interesting. Yeah. Nope. Nope. No. Work. Okay, it's not terrible. All the abilities are pretty usable. Because, like, Shadow Bolt is just the damage. Healing Wave, Powered Shield, you know, multiple layers of defense and sustain. And then just Demon Skin slash when it turns into Demon Armor is just a good buff. Don't know why Buddy was linking that. Don't know if it's super interesting, though. Plus, like, I don't have anything else that benefits from Shadow Bolt. Like, I don't have Corruption. I don't have... I think Immolate is the one that does that if you go Destruction Magic instead. Or, like, in Demonology. Something like that. Yeah. Yeah, okay. So, that's a note. Oh, Auto Shot, Rend, Pet. So, basically a hunter. With a better version of Lacerate. Nah. No. No. Nope. 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 Man, a lot of losers. I mean, I have all the armor ever. So that's a thing. But don't think there'll be any particular kind of good. No. hello. Oh, geez, we've got a couple of directions we could go here. Because we've got Lightning Bolt and Earth Shock, which is a spec in and of itself. We've got Backstab, which is just kind of good anyway. And we have Bear Form, which could lead into being a tank spec, because all you really need to get a Bear Form tank to work is Swipe. And, like, you can just, like, any, like, passive damage bonus to your melee, which would be pretty good. Excuse me. You know what? Let's do it. I mean, we got Bear Form, everything goes completely to shit, and we can just, like, auto-attack things. I don't know. Okay, so you don't want anything on the first bar, because that's the bar that gets changed when you Bear Form. So, Backstab will just go here for now. We'll want to equip a dagger. And I guess that's it. Since we don't have... Take this off. Take this off. You can just drop this crap. Drop this crap. Drop this crap.
I can do that.
Hang on to a totem. Actually, might as well put that in my slot then. Everything else we can vendor, and then we can get down to business. So, we're probably just going to stick with the lightning bolt stuff for now, but I mean, like, if we roll more melee things, maybe I'll try to re-roll. How did he get up there? I guess he worked his way around and from the top? I guess? Wow. Okay, well. Put my points like so. Always favor stamina on a server like this because PvP is a thing.
What are you looking for?
Vendor.
Down.
Alright. Okay, we don't need this either. Actually, we really don't need this. We can get a Hearthstone again once we actually go somewhere we want to teleport back to.
Blood and thunder.
Let us begin. Now, before I get too far ahead of myself, though, Vanity, Ascension exclusives. We can just ditch this. I actually got myself with buying it with money, or buying it with gold, I should say, from another player. No, this is actually not classic. This is Project Ascension. It is a custom WoW server that runs on Wrath of the Lich King 3.3.5, but it has the ability to multi-class. Because, like, your character isn't one of the basic classes that's in the game. Wow, that's a rough start. Instead, it is a character. It is simply called a hero. And a hero is a class that gets points instead of abilities, and you can spend them to acquire abilities. Now, I'm playing on a seasonal server that's called Wildcard. Wildcard assigns you abilities randomly. Resulting in a lot of interesting setups. Get stabbed. I might as well open with a backstab. I might be able to just, like, one-shot these things because they're so squishy. There's a way to shimmy around to backstab them even after they're facing you, but for life of me, I don't know how to do it. I kind of miss 3.3.5 good times. Yeah, I do too. Admittedly, 3.3.5 was when the vicious nerfing of Death Knight started to happen, and I was kind of like lost interest a little bit. But because I played Death Knight on launch, and I was like, oh my god, this is so good. Well, was it broken? Maybe, but like, it was good, and like and it was fun. I really don't give a shit if something's broken, to be honest. I mean, Shadow Priest. Yeah, respectable. Shadow Priest was always good. I mean, this was back in the day when everybody that had a mana bar needed to worry about it, so having the mana battery was never a bad class to have in a party. Gotta say though, I never played a Shadow Priest very far. I only ever got one to like Burning Crusade content, and then I just like, I don't know, I couldn't get hooked on it as much as I did like Warlock or like Druid casting or anything. I don't know. Give me my gloves. Thank you. Close this thing.
Strength and honor.
Sting of the Scorpid.
Go forth to
Although we're already level 5. We don't need to stay in this zone. We can actually just abandon this. There we go. We're going to go ahead, actually, and we're going to get to a better area. Oh, and yes, we have our lovely little trainer book, which I don't need to use at the moment. That's all good. But yeah, like this server. So what is your talent? Oh, okay. Well, I can show you. Hitting the talent tree button gives you this wonderful little piece of custom UI, where every level you actually get stat points for free as well, so you get to assign them as you wish, and these can be freely shifted outside of combat, which is pretty handy. On this, you have resets, and you can only reset your talent points on this particular version of this server because wildcard, the whole point is that you don't get to pick your abilities freely. There's some wiggle room with re-rolling, but you know, by default you can't when you're in random mode, which is neat. It makes you have to adjust basically. Character advancement, as you can see, you're given access to all of the talent trees. They haven't worked Death Knights in yet because they actually haven't even gotten to Burning Crusade yet, but they're using Wrath's like underlying mechanics. So like all the trees are really filled out, and they have like their best stuff they ever had before Blizzard went to the like fast food diet specs where like you didn't really pick anything in particular. You know, when they abandoned the Diablo 2 skill tree type system. But you have access to all of these, and you can even spend points in talents that you don't have abilities for. Sometimes to no effect, because if you invest in a skill you don't have, you're not going to do anything with those points. But if a tree has, for example, a really good hit rate talent, even if you're not doing anything with that class, you can use that hit rate talent to give your different class a better hit rate, which is always good because having stuff miss sucks. Plus, like, talents that are like convert stats into spell power are always handy. It's like a new PC sword. I kind of miss playing Shadow Priest and Resto Shami. Yeah, man. If you are trying this server out, a little bit of a plug here. In the description below, I have a link where if you use that to make your account, it counts as me referring you, and I actually get some benefits if you stick around long enough. And I mean, hey, if you do stick around long enough, we could hook up. We could stick around and maybe do some like groups and stuff. You know, if I get enough people from the stream to stick around and play the game, you know, kind of neat. And yeah, Shaman, Rogue, and yeah, Druid. I forgot about Bear form. So yeah, we have the Bear form. I'm not holding my breath on getting the ability to actually tank, but I think we might be able to. Yeah. I'm just gonna take the there we go. Oop. And another cool thing that this server has is random enchantments on your items. A lot of them are basically additional talent points into a thing. Like basically, give me an example here. Like sword special or hack and slash. There will be a random enchant in the world where you can get additional ranks of hack and slash. Now, there's limits on how some of them work. Like, some of them you can only use it once. Most of them you can only use it 3 times on your equipment. And you can only random enchant blue or better equipment. The gold is pretty consistent for what it was at the time. The thing is, like, green and better equipment drops a lot more frequently. Doubly so if you're playing on high-risk mode. High-risk mode is a PvP free-for-all mode, where, with the ability Criminal Intent, you can actually attack your own faction if you wish. And if you kill someone within 5 levels of your level, unless you're at the level cap, in which case you have to kill someone at the level cap for it to count, they drop a portion of their equipment and or contents of their bags, and as a chest that you can loot. Now, on high-risk mode, this also means no equipment soulbinds, meaning you can find stuff, like, people are selling raid gear for fat stacks of cash, and I'm like, I'm all for this. Yes, it's so good. I'm not crazy on the PvP itself, but I just love the side effect of I can go to the auction house and gear up. Like you would expect in a fantasy world where people are selling magical swords and shit. You know, like that's definitely one of the coolest features. Yay, free experience for holiday event. Woot. Killing his faction and stuff. Yeah. Yeah, probably. Yeah, keep the stamina up. The, you know, this is the server with that kind of functionality, and it is pretty fun. And it's completely compatible with mods of the era. You gotta do a bit of looking to find them, but I've got a couple running at the moment. As you can see, I have Dominoes, better action bar. Although I might need to move where this is, because if I want to use this... Hang on. Or, no, I don't want my experience bar to move. You stay there. But I'm going to put you over here. There we go. Hey. Vanquish the betrayers. Encroachment.
For the horde.
Doop-da-doop-da-doo. So we won't get any new abilities, unfortunately, until level 10. Because they give you all the points that you would get at by level 10 if you were gaining them per level at level 1, just so you can make, like, a starting kit. And, you know, you're not stuck with, like, one ability that you have to use. Versus having, you know, a little kit of abilities that works interesting. Excuse me, that, you know, instead of basically starting with, like, one attack and then getting one other ability in, like, level 3 or whatever. Akamai play, it'll definitely join in, looks good. I'm not sure about how Mac works, because I've never played video games on a Mac, like, ever. The only time I've ever used a Mac was, like, elementary school, when, like, the school just didn't have PCs, they just had Macs instead. And one time in high school... Oh, I didn't get a chance to. It's like, you turned your back on me, boy. That's not a thing you want to be doing. I know there's a Mac client. There should be a Mac client for WoW. I don't know if this is compatible with it, but you can certainly give it a try. One thing to do take in account, though, is that you do need a excuse me? How am I not behind her? What the hell? Is that you do need a legitimate client of World of Warcraft to run this. You don't have to have a WoW account, though. You just need to be, like, legally able to download the software of World of Warcraft. Or, like, I don't know, I guess if you still own a CD of it from back in the day. Although you might have to... Although if you have it on CD, you might have to patch it. Oh, that's kind of funny. Come on, run away. Oh, come on. download Mac. This Mac is too out of date. Ah, boo. That is a shame, but hopefully you can get that sorted out and you can join up and play on this, frankly, very interesting set of servers. Got this Mac computer back when they first... Wow, how are you even on the internet right now? Oh, good enough. Ow. Run away, damn you. I want to stab you in the back. Hey! Ouch. And a belt. I've rewired to my Xbox. Oh, well, that's interesting. You've certainly jury-rigged yourself an interesting setup. Hey. So, ooh, spicy. What do I want for this build? Well, honestly, any bear form ability that lets me tank would be ideal, because then I can tank, and tanks are in huge demand on this server, because when you can't pick your abilities, there's a very good chance you don't get tank abilities at all. You typically get healing, and healers can be made out of almost any decent amount of healing abilities, but you know, you can't hodgepodge a tank as easily as a healer. So, you know, having the ability to tank is a commodity, and it would be very nice to have that commodity. Oh, Jesus. Ow. Save me, shitty health potion. There we go. Go. But other than that, we don't have a heal at the moment. So, oh, shit. You know what? I'm a bear now. Deal with it. I need that button. Might as well just be a bear while I'm waiting for my mana to regenerate. Why not? Okay. Yeah, I forgot bear gets like a huge... Well, for one thing, bear's melee weapon basically scales with them, which is great, because they don't actually use the stats of whatever you're equipped with. And they also get like a large attack power bonus, which is always nice. So, you know, if I get more bear abilities, that'd be great. But, like, in general... Oh, yeah. Well, I mean, you don't typically have bear form until level 10 normally, so on this server, it's a little, like, ahead of schedule. Don't have a button to hit for bear form itself, though. Oh, hello. Whoa, where are you going? Oh god, she's in the wall. Or, nope, she's in the floor. Where did she go? Yeah, I'm just stacking stamina in for now because this character is a caster. Plus, if I stick with the, like, hybrid rogue thing, I can get a talent that Enhancement Shaman get to turn intelligence into attack power. It's not going to be as good as if I was investing into strength, but it will let me invest in attack power and, you know, attack power and spell power at the same time, basically. So, you know, you get the typical hybrid setup. Can't do that while in combat. Well, that's fantastic. Oof, gotta love them bear crits. Yeah, can't backstab as a bear. As hilarious as that would be. Big sneaky bear. Oh boy, I think I'm dead. Yeah, I'm dead. Oh. Got you two. Took a couple of them with me. That's okay. Hello, man. Where the hell are... We're all the way down here. What the hell? Seems weird. Oh well. Oh well. I guess the only other thing I could think of that we could really use is, like, stuns. Because if we get stuns, we can use them to get behind people and then backstab them. Which would be legit. But, I mean, crowd control is just always good anyway. Other than that... just the usual, just mana management, really. Since, you know, we're probably going to main caster. And even if we don't main caster, we're probably going to be, like, druid caster, or, like, bear form caster type thing, so, you know. You need your mana. I found on the server everybody needs mana to some degree. There's very few characters that are, like, purely energy and or rage based. Because it's just, like, almost every class in this game is mana-based, so, like, when you're playing a multi-class character, guess what? Pretty good odds you're going to end up needing mana. Turn around so I can stab you in the back. Or just die. That works too. What the hell? Who the hell are you? Okay, I've never seen you before. Also can't help but notice you're level 9. What the fuck? No, I don't think I'm gonna be able to kill him. Yeah. Damn it. Wow, that's annoying. He's an elite, and he's fucking level 9, and I'm only level 8. Oh, well, that's not too bad. Damn. Never seen that mob before. I guess it's such a high traffic zone normally. If he spawns in, he... you know, he just doesn't show... like, people will have him dead by the time you show up. Oh. Gotta admit, not doing the best for this build, but... I've done worse. Get all the shitty deaths out of the way first, I think. Think of it that way. Now, they did give... there is a custom button on this server. Although we won't get to use it just yet. Okay. Now we can use it. Basically, you always have as, like, slightly lower level food and water source available with the rest button. You still want to have better food and water and or just like healing abilities, but having just having the rest button helps. Plus it stacks with food and water, so get you back into the fight all the faster. Damn it. Stupid spell kicking dudes. Interrupt this. I'm a bear now. Hello. Damn it. There's a way to do it where you can, like, kind of trick the game into thinking you're backwards. Or they're backwards, so you can backstab them even from the front. But, can't quite pull it off. I'm okay with this. Yeah, their buddy boy is again. Man, how did Blizzard expect anyone to kill this guy, like, in classic, man? I mean, or I guess vanilla. Like, damn. He's an elite, he's got fucking resists out the ass. There we go. Bunch of stuff. It gave us a staff, gave us a dagger, which we will use, although we'll put it in the main hand. Screw this one. I mean, I guess we can do that for the stats. Because since we'll be in bear form most of the time, or bear form partially for melee, we won't... Let me get some bracers. We won't really... It doesn't really care if we're dual wielding or not. We get ourselves another point. Put it in the int. Unfortunately, all the bodies I killed earlier have since despawned. So I gotta... Oof, nice. That backstab. Hello? Oh, it's like Wrath of the Lich King spawn rates. Like, they dynamically increase, which is kind of obnoxious. Ah, no. Okay. What? Come on! Seriously! Oh well, he's getting a lot of experience. Go. Oh, come on! Are you serious? What is with this? Wouldn't be so bad if I had at least one heal button. Didn't even really matter what it is. Okay. Get his key, loot all of his friends. Nah! Too many people. Oh, you're kidding me. Again with the infinite spawns. Jesus. Do I have any shitty potions left? No, I don't. Oh, there's one. Hang on to that. Are you serious? Are you serious? Like, good lord. Hey, and we're level 10. And we get to see the roulette wheel for the first time. And we get Rend. Okay. Alright, we get Rend, so we've got another bit of our melee hybridization thing going on here. Not the most synergistic skill with all the other stuff we have right now, but it can lead to things. Level up all of our stuff. And it gives us something to do in melee combat when we are not indeed a bear. Do that. That does 13 a tick? Wow. That's not bad. 50 damage plus 16 over 15. Wait, that doesn't add up. What? Rend hits for 13 physical. Oh, that's the 50 is added to the dot. Okay, it's not a direct hit first. Alright, that makes sense. Oh, and this person shows up. Now we're getting somewhere. Oh, and if you're wondering, the whatchamajigger, the victory rush that keeps popping up, that's gonna pop up until I relog, because I had victory rush at one point while I was rolling, and the game still thinks I has it. Don't know why. So, if the bear form thing doesn't pan out, what I might do, I might go, like, basically Enhancement Shaman, only with, like, Rogue and a little bit of Warrior melee instead of just the Shaman's inherent melee. Although I might pick it up when I get a chance to pick. Oh, speaking of picking, play them stats. But yeah, we could focus on... We could go the Enhancement Shaman type deal, depending on what else we get. Again, if that's the case, I would love to get the Shaman heals then, because if I'm going to be going the Enhancement Shaman thing, I can get the Maelstrom weapon, and the Maelstrom weapon would let me insta-cast those sometimes, which would be pretty dope. Oh, got some people grouping together. It's always cool. Yeah, I'm the weirdo who likes to play MMO solo a lot. Mostly because of scheduling. I just like to do it at my own time. When you're playing with other people, you got to do it on their time. It's just, you know, can't be arsed.
What do you need?
Vanquish the betrayers. Oh yeah, I didn't read the letter that I got, did I? That's another one. Oh yeah, we're also level 11, by the way. Aha. So next time we're in Ogamar.
Loktar.
That's that swimming crest. I don't want to do that one. That's a great thing about this server, too, is that you don't have to do every quest ever just to scrape by to get enough experience, because there is an experience bonus. It's ×4 if you're on no risk and ×7 if you're on high risk, and oh, it feels so good. Didn't turn this in earlier. Oh well. Give me mana, I guess.
Go forth to victory.
Grab me that, and then we can
friend.
sell all of our garbage. Hang on to that. Hang on to that, though. Yeah, so by the looks of it, we want to get shaman abilities for the most part. Fireball and Frostbolt also work with Maelstrom input on this server, so that could be pretty good. Other than that, I think we're...
For the Horde.
I think we're pretty good. Also, have I made 3 gold? Right, the Midsummer Festival quest for some reason gives you a lot of money. I forgot about that. Also, this is from my main. Bags! Glorious bag spaces. Hey. Don't have to worry about that anymore.
What do you need? May your blades never dull.
Alright, so we're probably gonna go... Yeah, we're gonna go this way out of town and go murder us up some pigmen. Oh yeah, we also have a tele... We have 2 telepoints now. What are we gonna spend them in? I mean, we don't really have any reason to spend them in Feral yet. Combat Rogue is giving us Backstab. But Subtlety is the one you level it with, which is weird. Enhanced Elemental Shaman is all of our spells. Arms Warrior for the Rend. Yeah, we'll level Rend. 20% more damage and 5% cheaper, or 5 points cheaper to play with, so that's pretty good.
What do you need?
That's the... There we go. I had turned off my experience bar because, you know, on the level 60 characters, if you try to show an experience bar, it's just a glitchy... It's just a bit of a glitchy mess, so... Better not to. So... We want to get shaman spells. What could we do that isn't shaman spells, though, just in case? I don't think I want to get dots on this character, because it doesn't really mesh with the playstyle. I guess other rogue abilities would be decent. Like something I could use in melee combat, instead of just when stabbing them in the back. Maybe a Paladin Judgment? And a Seal? That'd be pretty good. Could be like dual daggers, shaman rogue. That'd be kind of fun. Get another ability. Show me the money. Hamstring. Okay, that's not bad. Not anything of what I was looking for, truth be told. But it's not bad. And in a pinch, it does give us something to do with excess rage. Plus, you know, PvP, pretty good. Either for making a getaway or getting away. Or making a getaway or preventing someone else from getting away, I should say. Okay. We need one more quill boar, which is just this guy. I can shoot him from range. Hey. Alright, then we go across the street and get some other ones. And we should be good to go. And then we'll be off to the Barrens, because we level up so fast we don't need to do any of the other Duratar quests. Because, as much as I love my Horde, these opening zone quests are kind of brutal. Plus, it's always better just to level off of stuff that is, quest-wise, is your level, because it's just otherwise it's just a waste of time. Flame Tongue weapon, that's pretty legit. Actually, I wouldn't mind that myself. As much as the dream is always getting Wind Fury, because Wind Fury is really good, Flame Tongue wouldn't be bad to stick with the hybrid thing. Oh, you don't stay back and shoot, do you? No. You just have a mana bar because you do cast spells. Yes, you cast Rejuvenate on yourself. Actually, chat give me a pretty good idea of something to be able to get. If we get a combo point generator that isn't really expensive, or just more combo point generation, getting Slice and Dice wouldn't be bad. Because I'm pretty sure that would make us trigger Maelstrom Weapon more frequently. Just from the sheer number of extra attacks. So that'd be pretty legit. No, don't throw glitter at me, you stupid pig man. Ah, I got it off, but he fucking dodged it somehow, even though he didn't know I was there. Freaking Spidey senses on a pig man. Hey, boots. I do believe I need... Ooh, also pants. There we go. Need one more of you. And I think we're done? No, we need one more the other one. So I can get Classic WoW. It's out now? No, this is not Classic WoW. This is a private server called Project Ascension. And it is a server where the idea is that you are not limited by the traditional classes of World of Warcraft. Specifically at the time of Wrath of the Lich King 3.3.5. So I believe that's the patch that's like the tail end of Wrath of the Lich King. Now, they don't have the Wrath or the Burning Crusade content out yet. It's just classic WoW content. But it's the underlying like game mechanics of Wrath of the Lich King. But it has a multi-classing system instead of single classing. What happens is when you level up, you get Ability Essence and Talent Essence. Talent Essence is Talent Points, and Talent Points you can spend on any of the specs of the original 9 classes. They haven't worked Death Knight in yet. I kind of hope they do at some point, because that was like my favorite class when it came out. Say what you will. I was a basic bitch at that point, playing Death Knight and Wrath. I mean, it was the new hotness. Can you blame me? But I'm also playing on... Well, man, I just want to hit things with a classic axe. And you can do that on this server very easily. But you can also, like, be the warrior that also has some spells or something. Or maybe you can poison your weapons like a rogue, even though it's a big fuck-off axe. Or you could have a hunter pet if you wanted.
Blood and thunder.
Now, I'm playing on a server, or a version of the server, where your abilities are randomized. So it's less about making the optimal build and more about, how do I make this work? Because as you can see, I have a bear form. Don't have any bear abilities yet, though. I have some shaman attack spells. I have a rogue main attack, and a couple of hunter warrior support attacks. Um, and, you know, I have to, like, at first I was thinking, okay, this character is probably going to be a spellcaster with the possibility of rolling bear abilities and being a tank, or, and, like, with a very minor chance of being a melee character. But now the game's like, no, 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 you're going to be part melee because I'm going to give you a melee damage over time and a melee PvP ability, pretty much. Identity crisis. Yeah, that is one way of putting it. Oh, speaking of, we have a talent point, but I don't know what to spend it in. Because, yeah, the way talent points work in this is a lot better too. You do not need to spend 5 points in the tree to get to the next level. It's all just level gated. So I, like, at level 15, I could spend points in here even if I had nothing in this top level, for example. So much better. Plus you can spend them in any tree you want. And you don't have to spend them, like I said, you don't have to spend them to get further in the trees. So you can do what I'm probably going to do now, and that is hold on to some points, because not really anything I need at the moment. Apologies if you hear any voices. Don't know if you're hearing any of them out there. Classic WoW in August. I don't know if I'll try it myself, to be honest. Classic, like, vanilla wasn't the absolute best time I've had in World of Warcraft, but it was the basis of the 2 times I did have the best fun, which was Burning Crusade and Wrath. I don't know. Plus, I don't want to pay for World of Warcraft again. Truth be told. You know, this is a private server and they run off of donations instead of subscriptions, so you can play it for free, or you can donate and get some neat vanity swag, or this book. But the cool thing is, if anyone buys something that they spend donation money on, you can sell it to other players for gold, which is how I got my book. Because, you know, as much as I love the server, don't really want to donate to it just because I'm poor. I'm poor. I don't have the income to be spending it like that. How do you access the server? You access the server by first having a World of Warcraft client, obtained legally, of course. I have an inactive account from retail, so I simply downloaded it again off of Battle.net, and Bob's your uncle. You download the launcher for this on their website, and from there, it does most of the work for you. It's been a little bit since I did it, because I installed this like a little while ago now. If you go to the... there's a link in the description that is a referral program, where if you sign up and play, and if you play the game long enough, you don't even have to spend a cent. I get some benefits as well. You're wowing dirty. But you'll be on their website, and their website has a much better explanation of how to connect to them than I do. Let's put it that way. The Barrens. AKA not Africa. What is the website? Well, if you just Google Project Ascension, you should get it. I'm pretty sure their website is literally just like www.project-ascension.com. But, you know, who puts in websites these days, really? You know, it's not like back in the 90s where pretty much had to do that to get to anywhere. I do kind of like how in this zone, and it's like ubiquitous melting pot of the horde, because like Tauren, trolls, and orcs all come here, and sometimes the undead can come here too. They want me to register and download. Yeah, registering is just your account with them. It's totally free. It's just how they... like, that's literally what you use to log on to World of Warcraft on their servers. That's all it is. And then the download should just be the client launcher. Orcs and Chuck Norris, yep. Pretty much. Everybody looking for Mankirk's wife. Everybody saying stupid shit. It's great fun. Hey, more easy experience from a holiday. And money.
Speak. For the horde.
Hey. You don't get as much from hitting your faction's bonfires. You actually get more from hitting the enemy ones. Which makes sense, you know, it's a chance of you getting punched in the face by town guards. Fishing in Mulgore for like an hour straight. Why is this guy criminal flagged? Huh. I won't ask. I mean, I just did, but I won't pry further, I guess I'll say. Okay. So we got the flight path. Ooh, throat's a little scratchy. So we're gonna do the really simple, hey, this is how you use a flight path quest. Because that'll actually take us to Orgrimmar, and we have some things to do there. Hey.
Strength and
Meets to
honor.
Orgrimmar. Easy experience.
Go.
God, the one thing I absolutely love about this server is the fact that equipment is not soulbound. Now, it's a function of the high-risk system, which is the open-world PvP, where you can attack your own faction, and when you, regardless of who you kill, if you kill them, or if you die, and it's within if you're within 5 levels of the other person, up or down, you get a chest containing some of their stuff, which can be their equipped items, as well as stuff in their bags. Or a lump sum of gold if they've insured some up to 3 of their items. And the game like rolled that would have dropped, instead you get money. Which is still pretty good. I wiped my account info. RIP. Oh, also forgot to mention, I am running a texture pack, if it wasn't obvious. I believe these are Cataclysm textures? Maybe, or Legion? I don't know. All I know is that they're better than what I had back in the day, and I love them. It was like whatever patch it was that they, like, Disney Pixar'd all the characters and made them look super cool. Oh yeah, Chromie is here. That is the free talent purge. Your boogie lifestyle. I'm not sure what you mean by that, but okay. You do you.
Mogra.
I got stuff for you. Yay! What do I got? What do I get? What do I get? What do I get? Corruption? Game, I told you no dots. Or at least no slow dots. Like, if that was Flame Shock, I would have loved that.
May your blades
I don't know, maybe I'll end up getting, like, Shadow Bolt or some shit later. Could be relevant. Plus, it's just more damage. Can't really complain. Do we spend points to make it better, though? Not at the moment. Don't really need to. I will put it on my bar, though. And level it up. There we go. Had to look up how to spell that. Yeah, that is a... I don't even know how to pronounce that word, truth be told. All I know is that that's the word that, like, is the opposite of the proletariat, which is the word that, like, socialists and communists used for the common man. I think. You know, I mean, shows how much I paid attention in class. But, eh. There were some beheadings. Most revolutions have some beheadings or murder of some kind. Beheadings and cake. Weird mixture. Eh. Any party you can walk away from, I guess. So we're just going to meander our way over to... Can I queue for anything yet? No, I can't. Okay. We're just going to meander our way over to Vol'jin. See how he's doing. Give him this paper. Get some more points. All that good stuff. Oh yeah, there's also someone we gotta turn in over here.
Sub.
Playing with fire.
For the Horde.
And you have a little quest for me, which I can do later. And I can... Yeah, might as well do this. Play a minigame, probably get a level off of it. Okay, where's the torch? Over here. Ah, these are always so finicky. There we go. Sad thing about this event at the moment with the lack of Burning Crusade content is we can't do that badass, like, Ice Lord boss that gives you the really cool looking scythe weapon. Oh, come on. Eh. Why is it not counting? There we go. So, like, don't... Okay, that seems a bit cleaner. No, that didn't work. It would probably help if these things were like NPCs you could target. Rotoche is like a girl. Hey, I am a girl. Do you not see these amazing chesticles? I mean, look at this. I almost could have sworn they were bigger in vanilla.
Blood and thunder.
Torch tossing. Easy experience. Slightly bugged. I'm not gonna do the follow-up one though, because that's like infinitely harder. And I don't think I can do it. I think it's like, I don't even think it's doable on this server. Because I don't think maybe they, I don't think they have it like coded in properly or whatever. So that's fine. I really don't mind. What are you?
Strength and honor.
Spirits of Stone Talon. You know what? I've never done. I don't think I've done Stone Talon on this server yet. I'll do that when we get around to there. Colonel Fiss and the Barons. I know where that is, but I don't want to go for it. Oh no! Aw! God damn it! Ugh. Yeah, unfortunately. Probably just throw that quest away then. Yeah, it's also gray. Doesn't really matter. Unfortunately, the world leaders are quest objectives for everyone, actually. Because there's quests that they've added to the game where it's like, kill, you know, it's kill Bolvir Fordragon if you're Horde, or kill Thrall if you're Alliance. And if you're an outlaw, you can do both. So, and they also apparently drop really good stuff. So they're usually being killed on cooldown. That's fine. There's plenty of times where they're just standing there doing their thing, so I'll come back another time.
Blood and thunder.
Hey. Level up again. We unlock the ability to insure our stuff. Which is weird, because we can't technically participate in the things that would make us lose our stuff until level 20. That must just be a holdover. Back to the crossroads, good man. Look at our talents while we're airborne. Since we are level 15 now, so we can pick stuff on this level. Don't think we want any of these though. No. I mean, we get more armor. Woo. Doesn't really help at the moment. Elemental. No, nothing really. I mean, I don't really have a lot that would. Like, yeah, I don't have, like, anything that would be really benefit from points at the moment. I mean, I guess just dumping into hit wouldn't hurt. Yeah, why not? There we go. But yeah. You need a lot of hit when you're dual wielding. Now, technically, I know the point is that you're not supposed to get all of your white hits if you're dual wielding, which I always found to be like the weirdest design. One of the reasons why I almost never dual wielded, unless I absolutely had to, when I was playing in retail, because it just didn't make any sense to me that, like, this is the cap, but you don't need it. Launcher, do I want the game installer after that? You'll need the World of Warcraft game client installed before you run the Ascension launcher, because it needs that there to hook onto to make the Ascension project work. Because it's basically a mod, and if you don't have the main game there, you can't mod it. Basic sense there, really. Hello. Thank you. Let's go murder some giant birds. I believe you had a beef with someone. Oh yeah, I also gotta turn this in.
Loktar.
Yeah, just whatever. Yeah, like just whatever version of WoW you have, as long as as long as it's past 3.3.5, I guess, would be good enough. Because I'd actually played a little bit in. I actually played a little bit in Mists of Pandaria myself. I'll take Fade. It's not the best ability in the world, but it is pretty good. just leave that here, I think. Yeah. It's not the best ability in the world, but it's not a bad one. I love it on one of my main characters who has it on a healing spec, which is pretty funny. Yeah, I played Mists for a little bit. Like, I quit in Cataclysm, but then a buddy of mine got me Mists for like Christmas or something, and I played it for like the free month or whatever I got, but I didn't stick around. But in any event, the you want me to murder Quillboars, but they're really low level now, so I really don't care. Grab Mankirk's stuff.
Loktar. Strength. Go with honor.
Okay. But yeah, like, I use the Mists... Well, since I own a World of Warcraft account, I was able to just download whatever the most recent client is. So I guess Battle for Azeroth. But then this used it. So you use several months of Classic WoW in August. The offer is appreciated. I'm not going to commit to it either way at the moment, though. However, the offer is very much appreciated. You have to be my tank and or heals. I could probably do that if I do play. I could do that. I mean, tanking in Classic is pretty complicated in comparison to retail. Not impossible, though. And, well, healing hasn't really changed since, like, vanilla, really. The biggest difference is, like, for a while they made it that you could run out of mana very easily. Just follow the raid signs. Yeah, pretty much. Oh, so I should watch my health, because I do not have a heal. But I'm alright. Ow. Hey, new chest armor. Only slightly better, but it'll do. Also, I should regenerate a little bit. Oh, why? Thank you. I mostly have my stream title as that because before I started streaming on YouTube, I was making content on YouTube, and I kind of fell off the wagon doing that. Unfortunately, I might get back into it, but the biggest thing is the editing takes so damn long. Because even at the bare minimum, when you're making a video for YouTube, and it's like, let's say it's 30 minutes of gameplay footage. Editing that will take more than 30 minutes because you have to watch through the content, like to clean up errors, you gotta wait for shit to process, yada yada yada, like, Like, if I had an editor, like some of the bigger names do, like, hell yes, I would be making direct content again. But, like, you know, I don't. And I don't exactly have the financial ability to get one, right? Motivation. Yeah, that was a big thing too. I've been dealing with the mental health hurdles that are unfortunately all too common these days, with everything just kind of being fucked world-wise lately. And just even if the world was ideal, I still have my issues. So I can't really blame it on everything. I can't really blame it on everything else. I do have to take the onus for my own mental health and well-being. But I don't wanna. I wanna shunt the blame on everyone else. Yeah. Ah well. I am on the mend though, I have to say. Doing stuff for myself, better self-care. Different meds too, actually. That's one of the big things. Hey. Oh. I always got a kick out of this. For a while, he just like straight up turns into Ragnaros. Oh shit. Wait, was that supposed to happen? I don't think that was supposed to happen. What? Okay. I don't want to say don't lose hope for an ideal world. Even before the guards show up, yeah. Khajiit is innocent of this crime. No. What am I hunting now? Right, zebras. Okay, I got all those. Don't really need much else yet. Yeah, we can wait. I don't want to say don't lose hope in an ideal world, but try not to let nihilism and pessimism drag you down too much either, you know? Because, like the whole, the clown world thing, right? Like, people just being like, oh, the world's completely fucked, let's just make fun of it until we all die. Like, why? Like, what do you get out of that, really? Like, I don't understand that detached cynicism of, like, you know, it's like, oh, everything's fucked, let's, you know, let's just give up. It's like, I don't understand that, personally. I guess since my whole life I've been fighting, giving up isn't exactly something I do easily. Yeah. I don't know. One's attitude, even with, like, depression, like, yeah. I'm not talking, like, legitimate mental illness. I'm talking, like, people that are just, like, looking at the world and going, well, I'm just going to be a complete anarchist. Like, when they're, like, completely healthy of mind and body and shit, and it's like, why? Why would you do this? Why would you inherently be a pud to everybody else in the world? I mean, some people are just jerks. This much I'm fully aware of. Ow! Fucking zebra just tried to run me over. Go. Oof, take a little break. But, like, they aren't healthy by your definition, then. You know, I'm gonna stand by that, actually. I do think they aren't healthy if people are just willing to give up like that. They can't exist comfortably in the society we created. Yeah, there's a bit of it where it's like society we created, but like I can understand people who don't fit into the neat little boxes that the society we created wants them to fit into being unsatisfied. Yeah. Yeah, they lash out try to bring people to their level. Yeah. I can understand that, I guess, but, like, it's still a shitty thing to do. I don't know. I'm just a... I'm like what I like to tell people. I like to tell people that I'm a marshmallow. I just want things to be soft and sweet and for everyone to have a good time. I don't see the point in a lot of negativity. I don't see the point in a lot of hate. Like, racism makes no sense to me, to be completely honest. Like, the only thing that makes it, like, even partially, and I do mean severely partially, even vaguely understandable, is the idea that someone has a trauma involving a race, and that becomes racist. That makes sense to me, because that's just negative reinforcement. You know, that's the same as a mouse biting into a piece of electrified cheese and then not wanting to bite into the electrified cheese anymore. Oh yeah, racism, waste of energy, completely, I agree. Like, racism only ever makes sense to me in a fantasy setting where another race is, like, something completely different than you are. Like, I'm talking, like, fucking gnomes compared to humans. Or, like, elves and shit. Because then you've got people that have, like, psychic powers and spells, and some of them eat through their nose or whatever. Like, at that point, yes, it's a different species, therefore the xenophobia actually makes some fucking sense. But, like, xenophobia for someone just because they're not your skin color, like, doesn't make any fucking sense at all to me. Humans and beholders. Yeah. Honestly, they're one of my favorite creatures, though, in D&D. I'd love to run a game at some point where I get to play the beholder as the DM. I'd love to do that. Be great. Although in 3rd and a half edition, they were apparently a real bugbear to run because of, like, targeting arcs and shit for their eye lasers, and it's like, good lord. Geez, dry throat today. Well, no, I'm not even talking about giving them plot armor. I'm just saying I want to be the character running the world that the players are in, and they run into a beholder. I want to do that someday. But I've never run a game high enough level for that, because, like, you can't throw a beholder at, like, level 1 guys. You're just going to murder them. Yeah, welcome to streaming. It's what you do. Your neighbors are asking questions. I'm sure they've asked questions before. Although, man, speaking of neighbors and noises, had a couple. We've had like a small rotation of people living above us. Like no one seems to stick around in the apartment above us for very long. And God, there's one piece of work my mother ran into and had a lot of problems with. That I never saw her, unfortunately, but she was like the very definition of like old white trash. From what I heard. And, like, I regret not seeing this woman, because apparently she was a piece of work. And I was just like... I was like, damn, I kind of wanted to have the image of this person in my character, this character in my head from an actual visual, like, confirmation of her. And I'm just like... You know, missed that opportunity, but... Oh, well. But, I mean, she was doing, like, everything you weren't supposed to do. Here's where breast is supposed to be. Not quite that trash. More, Oh, hello. I guess they're doing festival fires. Altered house from... Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. Like, I was thinking the kind of person that, like, never grew up from that, like, teeny popper girly girl stage, but she's, like, in her 50s and has not taken care of herself kind of look, is what I was thinking she'd be. And, like, shitty bleach blonde hair and all that. Is what I was thinking. I do need me some raptor heads. But other than that particular woman who did a lot of stuff you're not supposed to do in an apartment, like own a washing machine, or have really big dogs in your apartment, or just be really loud and obnoxious at all manners of the night, and oh yeah, having plants she had to water on her balcony, and thus leak onto our balcony underneath her. Like, come on now. It's just like, this is like basic common sense for living in an apartment, man. Like, you've got people underneath you. I mean, unless you're on the ground floor, I guess. But you got people underneath you. You don't fucking water plants. You don't water plants on your fucking balcony, man. That's just dumb. But yeah, other than her, we've had a couple other noisy folks, but nothing too major. I mean, I never notice them. Except, like, occasionally during the day on, like, a fucking Friday or whatever. Whenever it's been, like, kids or, like, teenagers kind of thing. They get right boisterous on a Friday, you know? And I'm just, like, I just hear that, I'm just like, well, it's Friday, let them have it. Yeah, that's the thing. Like, that would be an amazing superhero superpower. The ability to instill empathy in another human being. Like, I think that, like, that would be an amazingly effective superpower, I think. Those are we got gloves. Ow. Ow. Fall over, please. Thank you. Now, we don't have to be like that. I don't mind them personally. Now, if they're up at like 4 in the morning several nights in a row, fucking music on bust or whatever, yeah, then I'd get annoyed. Because, you know, that's just obnoxious. Doesn't matter who they are. At that point, that's breaking a law. That's, you know, disturbing the peace. But, rip my bandwidth. Didn't take me too long to do, but I got a pretty beefy internet connection, so your mileage may vary. Come on, where's more lions? Here we go. That's a bit mana heavy to be doing that every fight. You know, this is something you never see in WoW anymore. Like, not just giraffe in particular, but just a creature that exists in the game world. I have a very big and very veiny internet. Weird flex, but okay. Veiny internet. God, that's making me imagine some kind of, like, eldritch horror internet cable that's, like, literally a vein. Or it's like a big flesh cable that has, like, actual veins popping out of it and shit. But yeah, like I was saying, you don't see this in World of Warcraft anymore. Or in MMOs a lot anymore, where you get, like, a creature that isn't... that exists purely to fill out the world, basically. Because, like, there's no quest for fighting these giraffes. They don't drop anything relevant. They don't... I mean, you can skin them for leather, but, like, it's not very... It's not any more effective than farming, like, raptors or tigers or whatever. They're just there to be giraffes. I think it's kind of neat. Not enough games do that. Man, I do not remember Earthshock being this beefy for an attack. I mean, I guess it is the one you're supposed to use as an enhancement shaman when you're, once you've got Flame Shock applied. Hey, what do we get? 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 Ooh. Ooh. Geez, we're really turning into an enhancement shaman now, aren't we? And we have just enough points to fully invest in it, too. Boom. Boom. We now have Ghost Wolf form. Meaning we get 40% move speed. We cannot be reduced below our base movement speed. And I believe we can break out of stuff with it. I think maybe after we talent it. Just reduce the cast time from 2 seconds to being insta-cast. And 10 less damage, so that's pretty good. That's pretty legit. I think there's a random enchantment on this server, I think, that I'm thinking of, where you can buff up your Ghost Wolf to break out of things once every couple of seconds when you spec into it. Hey, a wand. Put that on. No, we can shoot things. Not that I really needed it to pull, but never hurts to have it on the bar. There we go. I think I need to use my book, though. No, maybe I don't. Oh, that feels good. Even if it's only... Oh, right, you're aggressive. I always forget that eventually these bird things go hostile, instead of just being passive. Hey, shoes. Nice. Do I have all the things I need for them? No, I need one more. I need one more of those. There we go. Where did I get blade twisting from? Must have a piece of equipment giving it to me. Oh, yep, it's on the shoes here. Increases the damage of your Sinister Strike and Backstab, and your damaging melee attacks have a 10% chance to daze the target for 4 seconds. That's pretty legit. That's pretty good. Blizzard Launcher is telling me I'm downloading Classic World of Warcraft. That might work. I don't know what to tell you. Because all I got when I was told to download it was just, I'm downloading the BFA client. N-R-E? No. Disenchanting? Yes. Alright, we're still looking for raptors. Actually, since we're looking for raptors and we are near Ratchet, I should get that quest. Because there's a quest over here that involves birder and raptors for their horns. And getting the Ratchet flight path never hurts either.
Yo!
Raptor horns.
Hurry back! What's up? Keep it real!
You know, I haven't done those quests in a while. Those pirate quests in that area. I'm gonna go do that.
Yo!
Eh.
Keep it real.
What is it?
Bender, lots of things.
Do not seek death.
And I believe you have a pirate quest for me, don't you?
Hello.
There were more medals. Those are
Good luck, friend.
those are like down here.
Greetings.
Alright. Did I need to kill... I swear there's a quest that's just like murdered X to Y number of pirates. Alright, man. See you in a bit.
Hey there, just passing through?
Yeah, here we go. Murder pirates. My mind requires altering. Are you a robot? Or are you talking about partaking in the devil's lettuce? like the fact that these guys are already greater than me. Ow. Bitch slapped me. Oh well. At least these will be easy. Ooh, geez, bunch of stuff. Got a bastard sword. Can't really use it. Got a girdle. That is better than what we were using. And we got a spellcasty offhand. The fire spell power doesn't really help. Yeah, we'll stick with the dual wielding for now. Oh. No. No, you don't get to shoot. You don't get to shoot me unmolested. Prospector's Cloak. Probably another improvement. Oh yeah. One thing I love about the early game in MMOs, I mean, a lot so more on this server than any other, but I do love the opening, how it's like, you can find upgrades significantly easier than you can later on. Because, I mean, sometimes it's just like, hey, you had nothing equipped. Now you have something equipped. No. You know, if he didn't immediately die afterwards, that kind of would have been badass. Him just walking away and then bitch slapping me. Ooh, I could really use a healing button. Even just having, like, renew or rejuvenate or some shit would be pretty good at this point. That's all I really need. Damn it. They keep giving me the flat of their hand. I should eat some cheese. That suspiciously turns into a loaf of bread in my hand. Should I be eating this? Probably not. Considering it was in a pirate's pocket just a moment ago, but fuck it, I'm hungry. Man, that was something this server, or like this group of servers had, but like, it's since been gone since, like, before I even started playing, which was kind of annoying, is they had a server where you actually had to, like, take care of your character. Like, their basic survival needs. I mean, that sounds like an interesting concept, and I would have loved to have tried it, but the server that it's on has just never been active since I've played, which is kind of shitty. Okay, it's gonna get ugly. And ow. How ballsy do you have to be to backhand a bear? Like, seriously. Hey, we got a shirt. Neat. Well, that's certainly a better offhand. I've always been amused by the bear's sitting animation. A little break for the character, a little hydration break for me. Oof, that backstab. That you are. Baron Longshore's head. Now, where's he off to, I wonder? Target Baron. Nope. Also, hello. You meandered into the wrong neighborhood. It has been a long time since I've done this quest, so I don't remember what the NPC I'm looking for looks like. He's a leader of pirates, though, so one can make a safe assumption he's got a fancy hat. Oh, there he is. And I was right. He does have a fancy hat on. Pirates were never traditionally nice people. Although they weren't always illegal. Fun fact. There were times where they were hired by the crown of, you know, whatever nation they happened to be people of, to basically rob their neighbors. This is where the term privateer came from. Which is kind of interesting to me. I'm gonna fight you at range. I've got a lot of mana, I should be using it. Oh, I believe I have a Discord ping. I have to catch up with that person later. Oh, hello. Didn't think you would pull. Oh, I might die. Yeah, I'm dead. Am I getting him first? Yeah, I got him. Awesome. Yeah, that is purely the unfortunate circumstance of not having a healing button. Oh well. Wait, where the hell am I? Oh, I'm up here. Okay. I was a little further behind than I thought I was when I rezzed. Oh well. Yeah, well, they can... That's their problem. The Walk of Shame. Yeah, in this game, in this version, you can choose to resurrect pretty much at the graveyard you're at, or like the closest safe graveyard, which is usually like near a town of your faction, or you can go all the way back to the capital city, in Horde's case, Orgrimmar. You take in different amounts of additional durability damage to your equipment, but I mean, if you just want to get the hell out of dodge, particularly if someone's ganking you, then, like, you know, not a bad option. Your head, thank you. Getting all my dairy. And then I gotta go Guns of Northwatch. Yeah, which is that up there. Points to spend? No, I don't. Alright, let's avoid the rest of these pirates. I don't need to kill any more of them. And they're not actually worth anything to me. Apologies for Discord beeps on my phone. Ah, I've been disarmed. There's a medal. Surprisingly, you can still hamstring a person with my naked fist. Ooh, hello. That was quite a few things. Should I try using a shield, maybe? Yeah, why not? Oh yeah, significantly better. Plus it looks snazzy. Unfortunately, shields have an inherent penalty on this server to all spell damage and healing. Because they basically, since everybody can equip everything, they didn't want it to be too easy to just, like, turtle the hell up and hide behind a lot of spells, basically. Which is understandable. But they did make it that they're better for tanking than not using them. Metal. That's going to be a double pull, isn't it? Or shit, that could be a triple. Don't want to do with that right now. Are you going to walk all the way out? No. Okay. Can I pull one of your friends here? Nope. In fact, I pulled all three of you. Great. Oh god, all the disarms. You can't disarm a bear. That guy should die. They've disarmed me so many times I've become immune to it. It's pretty funny. I gotta heal, but I gotta get in the area, otherwise they're just gonna respawn and block me again. Oh fuck. Oh fuck, nope. Time to run. Nope, 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 nope. Nope, nope, nope. And we're right back where we started. Dang. Oof, yeah, really feeling the lack of a healing button. Yeah. In fact, do I have any rerolls? I have one. I'm gonna reroll Fade. I'm gonna see if I can get a healing button out of it. Well, it heals my mana. Not really. Ah, damn it. Oh well. Kind of more generically useful, I guess, though. Seriously? Okay, hang on a sec. I think the game bugged out a little bit there. Okay, well the game knows I have it at least. That was weird. Oh well. Maybe you get a bit more aggressive with the spell casting. Especially since these guys disarm anyway. Although, speaking of... Where's the one I had? This one. Okay, it's doing a little better. We're definitely going to have our 10 medals before we kill all those name bobs. Bard's Trousers of the Monkey. Yep. And it matches the top. Cool. Say what you will, but fashion is important. Did I pull a caster? No, I did not. Okay. Oh, wait, I did. Shit. No, 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 you don't heal him. Oh, are you kidding me? You're like full healed off of a like jank-ass regular heal. Man. No, you stay dead. Ow. He was really angry. Put a lot into that swing. I think the only server that's the seasonal wild card is the one I'm playing on. I don't remember the exact name of it. I can actually pop out for half a second and show you. Shadow Song is the name of it. It'll also have, like, Season 3 wildcard next to its name. So, you know, won't be hard to find. It's giving me 12 mana attack. Oh. I still count as having rest, even though I'm standing up. I'll take it. Going to be a long download. Yeah. You don't get an open world on a budget in terms of data. Even if it is an open world from 2004. We can mosey our way over this way. Oh god, there's an escort in here, isn't there? Well, whatever NPC is there, I'm afraid you're gonna probably be stuck here, because I ain't getting you out. Hey, level up. Hey, metal armor. Yup. Put that on. No, don't put that on. Give me one of them. No. Yeah, nothing that screams is something I should be grabbing. I mean, grabbing a crit, I guess. Eh, not really all that useful. Not really all that useful this early. Come on, I'm behind him. I couldn't be any more behind him if I, like, I was, I don't know, sodomizing him. Why is that the first thing that came to my head? Oh, well. The fuck? Oh. That's what the name of the Toon racial is. I was like, the hell is that ability? I just always think of it as just a stat bonus that that doesn't actually have to have a name. But it does. Come on. Oh, I got it. Okay, so there is a way to do it without... It's a little spazzy on your end, though. I don't think I'll be doing that. But, you know, it's good to know it's in my back pocket there if I need it. It's never a bad thing to have a skill like that. Had to kill her first. Come on. Come on. Give it to me. Give me your butt. Oh, I didn't have a dagger equipped. Haha. Ooh, hello. Ooh. Daddy-like. You're going in the offhand. Very nice. I'll use that. Ooh. I've got a potion cooldown. Potion cooldowns. Probably one of the worst things Blizzard ever made. I find Blizzard has a habit of finding problems where there aren't problems. Because, like, you know, this game's development came off of Diablo 2. That much is pretty much, that's pretty obvious. At least, you know, at least back in the day. And the thing in Diablo 2 is your survivability was basically chug a potion, right? Which is fine, really. But, like, they saw that as a problem for an MMO for some reason. I mean, you can see the problem with it in Diablo 3, where they used their World of Warcraft design instead of their, you know, Diablo design, and it didn't quite work out the way they wanted. Honestly, the Real Money Auction House, you know, as kind of weird as it was, could have been great. It could have been great if they didn't make it the primary means of acquiring equipment, because they goofed up the drop rate of loot so much that the only way to actually gear up in that was to just farm equipment to sell to acquire the stuff you actually needed. Which, you know, normally wouldn't be too bad, except it felt a little counterproductive to, you know, what you should be doing in a game like that, which is murdering the legions of hell for stuff. Like, it's different when it's an MMO because you're playing out a world rather than just, like, an action movie. I think is the best way to put it. You know, like, you don't deal with... Like, an MMO is more like a novel. You sometimes deal with the downtime day-to-day of your characters. Because, you know, that's just what's happening in the story at the time. Whereas with, you know, an action movie, you typically don't get a sequence where the characters just go shopping. If that makes any sense. It's so weird. They're running away from me, showing me their back, but I can't backstab them. Very strange. Very strange. Just buy a pot, don't be cheap. Oh no, it's not... I'm not saying that buying things is inherently wrong. What I'm saying is... she's gonna heal. What I'm saying is, in, like, you know, Diablo-style games, the player economy shouldn't be such a ginormous focus of the game's design. Like, I think the game's design should be focused on beating open hellish monsters for prizes. That's the problem. That's the problem Diablo 3 had. It wasn't focused on that. It was focused on the player economy, which, you know, made the rest of the game suffer. Captain Fairmount and Cannoneer what's-his-face. Are they just all up in the towers? That would make sense, wouldn't it? Probably. God, I'd kill to have just first aid even right now. Probably should have grabbed that when I was in town earlier. Oh well. And the 3 free rerolls they give you. You know, just for having a character, basically. Oh shit. Didn't mean to do that. And then neither does the character poop. That's true. Unless it's used as a plot device for a character being vulnerable for a moment. For example, I think it was Lethal Weapon 2? Or, was that yeah, Mel Gibson, Danny Glover. That was Lethal Weapon, right? Yeah. But I distinctly remember in that movie there was a scene where Buddy sat on the toilet and the seat was rigged with, like, plastic explosives. But he was on the toilet for so long, his legs had gone numb. So, like, they had to manage to get Mel Gibson up there, get him a flak jacket, and manage to squeeze it between Buddy's ass and the toilet seat, so that they could manage to get him off the toilet while the toilet seat was exploding, without him being his ass full of shrapnel. Quite literally. So I thought that was amusing. God, I really need a better dagger. Or just something other than backstab, really. Pardon me. I think I might go another half hour before we call it for today. Oh, hello, there's two of you. Tribal vest. I think that's better than what I'm using? No, because I'm using actual mail armor. God, this game, this zone loads up a lot of dudes. Well, that's real mature. And that's just misleading. She can shoot me from all the way over there. Really? Wow. Ah, she's got me in the fucking campfire. Inscribed leather? Ooh, that's actually pretty good. Yeah. Oof. Can you just walk by me and ignore me? That would be great. Nope. Won't lie, I jumped a little when he actually aggroed me. I was very intensely focused and, you know, sudden thing kind of knocked me out of it. He did me a frighten, he did. Yeah, I got a point to spend, but not really anything I want to spend it on. Oh, come on. Okay, I got him. Oof, that bear hit. Oof. That's always one thing I loved about WoW. The crit sounds. Always so satisfying. Particularly with, like, maces. Or staves. Oh, beggars. Does anyone ever give them money? I don't think they do. Because people fall under the unfortunate, you know, hey, if I didn't have to do it, if I had to do it, you need to do it too. Which, I mean, to be fair with a game where the whole point of it is to progress, that makes sense. Doesn't make as much sense with reality, but, I mean, reality's boring. That's good graphics, though. Kind of limited gameplay, though. Gotcha. Ooh, hello. I see a blue. It's int and spell power, which does help. I'll fucking take it. I'm not sure Like, I mean, something's gotta be up there. Clearly. Also, man, this quest could have been broken up into little bits. Instead of being this one fucking gauntlet. I mean, I'm gonna be leveling like a madman off of it, but still. Oh man, that's brutal. There we go. Oof, that's not pleasant though. I don't know if it's this server, or if it's just my memory, but I honestly feel like enemies don't drop a lot of food and water on this server. It's almost like all the good loot is pushing out the garbage you're used to getting, you know? Which might be what's happening. I might have to actually invest in some... Oh, wait, no, I got some cheese. There we go. I might have to invest in some food and water next time I'm in a town, because, geez, I'm getting kind of hooped on the recovery. Yep, it's the cannoneer dude we're looking for. Cannoneer Smythe and Captain Fairmount. Yeah, I'm going to assume he's in the building where that escort is. And, like, you find that escort incidentally while you're doing this quest. Because that tends to be how they design them. So many dudes, Jesus. Kinda hoping I could sneak up on him. Hard to do that without stealth. Oh dear lord. That's a lot of dudes. Ooh, hey, level 20. Multi-shot? Okay. That's probably a reroll. I don't think I really want, like, ranged attacks on top of spells, on top of bear form. You know, like, it's being pulled in too many directions. We're gonna stay in no-risk mode for now. Just because of the way high-risk mode works, is I would get teleported to another instance of this, or like the other what's it called? The thing where they have, like, multiple levels of the game world layered on top of each other. That, phase, that's the thing. It would be in a different phase of this server, or of the, yeah, this version of the server, and that would probably be full of mobs again. So that's why I didn't go no risk yet. I'm gonna go high risk, or I went no risk at the moment. I'll go high risk once we get back to town, though. And then we'll benefit from that sweet ×7 experience. Also, completely unrelated, we have shoulder pads. Every orc needs shoulder pads. Ugh. I remember the horrible, horrible tragedy that occurred in Burning Crusade. For some reason, orc male shoulder pads, and very specifically only orc male shoulder pads, don't know why, but for some reason on their character model, all shoulders shrunk. Like, straight up, this looks like it was shrunk in the wash kind of shrunk. And then it was just like I literally played another character during the time that glitch existed because I just couldn't look at myself with my tiny ass shoulders. While I have a minute. Marksmanship Hunter. Oops. We're gonna re-roll this. We have a heal, ladies and gentlemen. We have a heal. Thank Christ. And a bunch of things to level up. Hello. Give me 1 second. Put something on my bar here. There we go. Oh. Even if it's rejuvenation, even if it's only a heal over time, that's better than nothing. Plus our mana economy is, like, ridiculous, so having anything to turn some of it into health is just beautiful. Keep getting beeped at. I don't think you guys hear the Discord pings, but if you do, apologies. There's the captain we're looking for. Someone's underneath us. For some reason, I got the notification that somebody snared an enemy down there. Put you away. Okay, cool. Didn't want to pull the boss just yet. Alright, definitely gotta kill the preserver first. Gotta kill the other dude over there first, too. Healer down. Now we take out this misses, assuming she doesn't block everything. She's certainly trying. Oh yeah, block that. Oh god. She frightened me. There we go. God, the respawn rate is unreal in here. Absolutely unreal. Excuse me, you were hamstrung. How are you moving that fast? There we go. My way back down real easy. Oh fuck. Actually, you know what? I can't use backstab. This will probably be more damage anyway. Assuming he doesn't block everything. Or disarm me. It'll make the Ren better too. Drop dead, please. Thank you. Oh, for fuck's sakes. Oh boy. Alright, no, we're good. We're good. Blazing Wand. Is that better one I'm using? It is, just for the sake of better item level, which is actually important on this server. Because that's one of the reasons you get better drops.
How may I help?
Get you out of here. God, you've only got like 400 health. Yeah. And another reason I didn't go high risk is because I don't want to be ambushed doing a fucking escort quest, because then I usually fail it, and then... Oh, hello. Buddy, you gonna help? You know, you could, like, punch him or something. You know, like, just not Like, ignoring him? I mean, I can just kind of kite him, I guess. What the? How did I auto-attack him from all the way where I was? Oh, well. Oh, God, what's he gonna pull? Other than everything. Probably going to pull the Preserver? No? Okay. I mean, if you're willing to do it this way, game, I'm willing to do it this way. Okay, he's gonna pull that one. There's no way he doesn't. Wait, what? Seriously? Okay. I have a feeling if I pull anything, though, he'll join in and then it'll just be a giant clusterfuck. Oh, never mind. Oh boy. Yeah, he's dead. Oh god, he's pulled like 5 of them. Yeah. Okay. Come on, die. Thank you. Oh, fuck me. Are you serious? Oh, I'm so dead. Oh my god, we made it. Don't know what I'm still aggroed on, but I don't care. If it's gonna leave me the fuck alone, I'm gonna leave it the fuck alone. I mean, he gets full life at the end of battle, so... Okay, I think we made a good decision switching to the axe in the main hand. Oh, fuck. There we go. Yeah, so was I, Lord Ezeki. Also, welcome. I didn't notice you come in there. As you can tell, I got a little busy. Oh, man. The guy behind us. No? Okay. We cool. If they're cool, we cool. I don't mind. Oh, this guy's not cool. This guy's got no chill. Oh, never mind. They were playing the long game. Alright, run away. Let the dots do some work. Oh, are you done? Please tell me you're done. Oh, you're not done. Why aren't you done? Oh, come on. Enjoy being consumed by evil energies while I run away. This better give me like a fucking blue or something. God. This is a hell of a quest. Okay, I'm gonna try to get some water in me, or milk in this case, before his nibs gets us in more trouble. I can't get too far away from him. Pick that up and go. Oh, good enough we rolled a heal on level, or re-rolling our level 20 pick. Because, good lord, we would not have been able to do this without healing. I mean, thankfully the pirates are significantly weaker than the marines, so we should be able to handle it from here. You know, you can help. Just saying. No? Okay. I mean, hey, if the less shit we pull, the better. And I'm kind of surprised the... Okay. Yeah, they know better than to fuck with us. They saw what I did to that other guy back there. They don't want any of that. I almost don't want to talk in case I trigger something. Oh, son of a bitch! What did I just say? Alright, this is fine. Just the one of them. Oh, what? Why did you go over there and pick a fight? What's wrong with you? And I'm standing in the fire like a dumbass. One thing you're not supposed to do in an MMO, stand in the fire. I mean, that's just kind of a good rule for life, but, you know, it's doubly applicable in MMOs. That ought to be enough to kill him. Fuck. No, what? Where are you going? What are you doing? You're a very confused little elf person. He didn't get captured by not rushing into bad situations. This is true. This guy clearly does not have the best of self-preservation instincts. Fuck, I gotta drop something. Sir, come on. Something gray. Something gray and shitty. Fuck it. Give. Don't want to lose him. Some escort quests will actually fail if you get too far from the target. Which is really dumb, but... You know, 2004 quest design. Although I think this was... No, this was added in Burning Crusade, so this was more like 2006, but... You know, still. Take a short rest. Get some more mana. Don't think we'll need much more than we already have, but when you can, why not? Are you gonna pick a fight? No? Okay. Then we're just gonna not pick a fight either. This is like the most not stealth mission. Like, this is what stealth looks like when you just have a really high charisma stat. You just have the ability to persuade people to leave, to, like, just not notice you. Through sheer intimidation. hurt if you picked up the pace a little. During these sections where there's nothing happening anyway. And of course he walks. What's the button to RP walk? I might have unbound it. Oh well. Yeah, I got all my buttons redone. I'm actually kind of proud of myself for that. Because the longest time I played, like, clicking and only the buttons like 1 to 3 and or like 1 to 4 and stuff on the keyboard, and it's like, you know, now I'm actually using my mouse primarily to move and mostly using buttons and stuff on my keyboard for abilities instead of clicking and all that, and I feel like I'm a better player for it. Plus, just kicking the habit of the muscle memory felt good.
What brings you here?
Yes. Geez, we came into this zone wearing one outfit, and now we're wearing a completely different outfit. Question, if you don't mind. Sure. Oh my god, could you walk any slower? Gold of basic mount and riding. 4 gold for riding and for mount. Faction discounts. Discounts apply. Oh, and we are. And we are here. Man, like, what's this guy's problem? Like, why is he got a shit on somebody having fun? Given what your bags can hold, you should just be able to, like, inventory an escort quest person. Yes. Oh, okay. Let me hit a vendor real quick, and then I'll turn in all those quests. Just so I can get some shit out of my inventory.
Potential
Because
customer.
even though we do have people-sized bags, they are quite full. 9 pearls out of the deal. Might make a decent mint off of them. Since pearls seem to be the one thing that are actually still hard to get on this server. And, you know, enchanters need them.
Hurry back!
Okay.
Greetings.
Guns of Northwatch. Neither of these are any really good. I'm just gonna take the one that's worth the most money.
Be careful.
Hey, level 21.
I am honored.
And we got another. That's a lot of stamina. The gauntlets are not bad either, but I like that 7 spell power I got on that blue one. That's also a higher item level, so yeah, I'll just take the boots, thanks. Okay, and then we have murder pirates and give the head of the pirates, the literal head of the pirates, the head of the pirates, there we go, to the leader of this little town here, and I might take a break after that, because I've been at this for 3 hours. It's a lot more exhausting playing a game like this when you're playing it alongside giving rolling commentary. And,
Welcome to Ratchet.
You know.
Hope you're looking for work.
that's about... I mean, that's about the long and short of it. This quest was only low level, but that's fine. Okay.
Keep it quick,
Easy
kid.
one.
I ain't got all day.
Let me give him the Baron. Hey! Ooh, I saw Omen of Clarity on there. Come on. Oh, game, don't do me like that. There was Omen of Clarity on that roulette. Oh, that's a really good ability to get. Now we're level 20 as well, so we can actually pick some more interesting talents. Can we not take this one? Okay, that's 25. Yeah. Still. Ooh, I can actually... interesting. Can't grab that, though. Which would be really useful. Oh my god. You have no idea how good that would be. I mean, unless we stop getting bear abilities, in which case I'd probably try to reroll bear. No, nothing there. Close quarters combat. Daggers and fists. See, if I had a better dagger, I'd consider expecting into that, but I don't, so... we shall refrain for now. Can't get that either, man. Crit strikes. Reverberation isn't bad. Yeah, that's actually really good. That's a second and a half off of the cooldown of Earth Shock, which is only a 6-second cooldown to begin with, so that's pretty good. Yeah, I'll grab that. Enhancement. See, that'd be great, but you can't acquire this kind of ability directly. You don't get to freely spend your ability essence, basically. Nothing else here really helps. No. Deep wounds. I tend to get a lot of little crits with the daggers and stuff, so it's not too bad. Okay. Why is that in my book again? Oh, right, that's that glitch on this server. The, yeah, sometimes quests you've already completed will, be in your book again. Yeah, like, did we turn that one in? No, we didn't. We've just had that in our bags for... oh. Lovely. I didn't know you were here. What are you doing?
Yeah.
Retrieve bottles of 99-year port from Mad McGlish hiding in the whale... oh, okay, that's a whaling
Have a
captain.
good one.
Skip that one. Skip that one. Not really in the mood to do a dungeon slash... I kind of don't want to queue for dungeons anymore unless I am the tank or healer, just because much faster queues.
Have a good one.
Because waiting to do it as a DPS is just such a pain. Because, you know, a group might need 3 DPS and it might only need 1 tank and 1 healer, but those 3 DPS are disposable. Anybody can do it. Tanking and healing, not so much.
I sure could use your help, kid.
Here you go. What do you want? Oh, that's just murder pirates for drops. Yeah.
Hey there.
It's still
Just
worth
passing through.
Still worth 4,000 some odd points, so... yeah. Still worth 4,000 some odd points. Might do it when I log in again. Strength or agi when leveling melee. Strength for raw damage. Agi if you want / need crit 2, but less base damage. meanwhile, we're gonna get ourselves some
Speak,
riding.
friend.
Maybe you don't want to talk to a wolf.
Strength.
Try that again. Apprentice riding for 4.
Well met.
And this special guy lets us buy a horse, even though we're an orc. Which I think is great. Because my first character was an orc warlock, so my first mount wasn't even the wolf, it was the Felsteed. So to me, orcs on horses just is like old nostalgia, you know? But, you know, we're doing pretty good. We got 3 hours and 22 levels. Well, 21 levels. Along with, I want to say, maybe 30 minutes of rerolling on our level 1. So, not too bad. But for now, I'm going to take a break. Get myself something to eat, maybe. You know, do the human thing. Zoom in a little bit here. Yeah. So, anyway, thanks everyone so much for watching, particularly anyone who stuck around and watched the whole VOD from start to finish. It'll be on the channel as usual. If you want to subscribe, or follow me on Twitter, which does give automated updates of when I do videos, leave it in the description below. They're in the description below. And additionally, if you want to play World of Warcraft Ascension and would love to help me out, I have a referral link in the description as well, which when you're making your account, you can say, hey, Michelozzo referred me, and I get bonuses if you stick around playing the game long enough. And I think that's neat. And, you know, if I get enough people doing that, maybe we'll make a guild and do some, dungeoning and raiding and stuff. Who knows? No pressure. But for now, I'm going to have a seat and drink whatever this is, apparently. But thanks so much for watching, and have a good one.